$415 million, one of the greatest casts ever assembled. Then the cameras stopped and the real curse began. Hollywood exile, shocking transformations. And one man who vanished so completely, even his co-stars lost track of him. That's number 6, and you won't see it coming. Let's go. Number 1. Brendan Fraser as Rick O'Connell. Born the 3rd of December 1968 in Indianapolis, Indiana, Brendan was just 30 years old when he swaggered onto screens as the wisecracking, undead-punching Rick O'Connell. Today, at 57, he is the hero Hollywood forgot and then couldn't ignore any longer. The man you see today carries something the 1999 version never had. His face holds the full weight of everything he survived, and it only makes him more compelling to watch. Rick O'Connell's fearless charm and willingness to throw himself into impossible danger made him the beating heart of the entire franchise. A hero who never took himself too seriously, which is exactly why audiences never forgot him. Fraser's career stalled brutally in the late 2000s, ground down by health problems, personal losses, and a devastating sexual assault allegedly committed against him in 2003 by Philip Burke, then president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Hollywood moved on without him. The industry he'd built his life around simply looked away. Then came the Renaissance. His performance in Darren Aronofsky's The Whale earned him the Academy Award for Best Actor, one of the most emotional Oscar wins in a generation. The standing ovation lasted 6 minutes. He sobbed. So did we. And now, he's the lead. Fraser is confirmed to return as Rick O'Connell in The Mummy 4, arriving in theaters the 15th of October 2027. The man the desert spat out is heading back in, and this time, he's bringing everyone with him. Number 2. Rachel Weisz as Evelyn O'Connell. Born the 7th of March, 1970, in Westminster, London, Rachel was 28 years old when she played the bookish, fierce Egyptologist who accidentally unleashed Imhotep on the world. Today, at 56, she has grown into exactly the woman the 1999 version of Evelyn always promised she would become, a serious, dramatic force who bends every room she enters to her will. The wide-eyed, slightly flustered librarian energy of 1999 has hardened into something far more commanding. She doesn't just inhabit a scene, she owns it. Evelyn Carnahan O'Connell was the soul of the original films. Her intelligence, her courage, and her electric chemistry with Fraser made her one of the most memorable leading ladies of the entire 1990s blockbuster era. Weisz famously declined the third Mummy film over script concerns. That film was panned. Her absence was its most glaring wound. She was right. She went on to win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for The Constant Gardener in 2006, and she currently commands the screen as executive producer and lead in Vladimir, a Netflix limited series that is exactly what a 1990s blockbuster heroine becoming a true creative force looks like. She finally signed the contract. Weisz is officially returning as Evelyn O'Connell in The Mummy 4, and her comeback alone is worth the price of that October 2027 ticket. Number 3. John Hannah as Jonathan Carnahan. Born the 23rd of April 1962 in East Kilbride, Scotland, John was 36 years old when he brought the bumbling, lovable, chronically underqualified Jonathan Carnahan to life. Today, at 63, the man who spent 4 years as an apprentice electrician before discovering acting has never once stopped working, and you can feel exactly why the moment he opens his mouth. Jonathan's perfectly timed cowardice and scene-stealing one-liners gave the franchise its comic heartbeat. Fans still quote him today without even thinking about it. He's traded the desert sand for the gritty streets of British crime drama, leading Channel 5's Death in Benidorm with the same effortless charm that made Jonathan impossible to dislike. His voice now commands the airwaves as narrator of BBC's Race Across the World, a role he's held since 2019. And he's bringing the comic relief we've all missed back to the big screen. Hannah is confirmed for The Mummy 4, meaning the O'Connell family reunion is completely, gloriously intact. Number 4. Oded Fehr as Ardith Bey. Born the 23rd of November, 1970, in Tel Aviv, Israel, Oded was 28 years old when he embodied Ardith Bey, the fierce tattooed Medjay warrior sworn to guard the city of the dead at any cost. Today, at 55, he looks like he could ride back into frame on horseback without missing a single beat. The hair is shorter, the mission has changed, but the intensity, that never left. Ardith Bey was the moral compass of the films, the man who appeared at exactly the wrong moment for everyone else and exactly the right moment for the audience. Every scene he walked into became more dangerous, more watchable, and more alive. Freyr has been married to Rhonda Tollefson since the 22nd of December 2000. 3 children. A personal life guarded more fiercely than any ancient Egyptian burial site. He now commands deep space as Fleet Admiral Charles Vance in Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek. Starfleet Academy, a role that began as a 4-episode arc he almost turned down and quietly grew into one of the most beloved recurring characters in the modern Trek universe. As for The Mummy 4, this is the final mystery. His involvement has not been officially confirmed by the studio as of mid-2026, but Freyr has expressed enormous enthusiasm publicly, and fans are campaigning harder than any Medjai war party ever did. Does the tattooed warrior ride again? Stay with us until the very end of this video because that answer is coming. Number 5. Patricia Velasquez as Anck-su-namun. Born the 31st of January, 1971, in Maracaibo, Venezuela, Patricia was 28 years old when she played the ancient Egyptian concubine so dangerous that even death could not hold her. Today, at 55, she has become something the film industry never saw coming and something far more powerful than any villain she ever played on screen. She is the villain who saved thousands. Anck-su-namun was the original catastrophe, a woman so devoted to Imhotep that she was willing to burn the ancient world to ash for him. Few villains in 1990s cinema were as unforgettable or as quietly terrifying. In 2002, Velasquez founded the Wayuu Taya Foundation, a nonprofit devoted to improving the lives of the Wayuu indigenous people across Venezuela and Colombia. As Venezuela descended into prolonged crisis, the foundation expanded its reach. It now pulses through the lives of more than 135,000 people directly and 400,000 indirectly. She was appointed a UNESCO Artist for Peace, an OAS Goodwill Ambassador for Indigenous Peoples of the Americas. In 2024, Time magazine featured her not for a film role, but for the real work. She starred in Maya, confronting human trafficking on screen. In 2025, she appeared in No Address, shining a spotlight on homelessness. Every project she picks is a weapon for change. That is the transformation we promised you. Not a disappearance, an elevation. Number 6. Kevin J. O'Connor as Benny Gabor. Born the 9th of May, 1963, in Chicago, Illinois. Kevin was 35 years old when he played Benny Gabor, Rick O'Connell's treacherous, opportunistic, magnificently spineless former comrade. The man who switched sides faster than the desert wind shifted direction and made every single betrayal absolutely hilarious. Today, at 62, he is the cast member who slipped through the cracks of Hollywood history almost completely, and that is exactly the disappearance this video promised you. Benny was the franchise's secret weapon. Every great hero needs a great rat, someone whose cowardice is so thorough, so committed, so operatically self-serving that you can't help but laugh even as you despise him. Benny was that rat. Kevin O'Connor played him to perfection. After the original Mummy, his film work grew quieter. There were no franchise launches, no awards races, no star-making second act. He continued working There Will Be Blood. The Mummy returns briefly, but the spotlight that might have found him simply moved elsewhere. He retreated into character work, into smaller roles, into the comfortable invisibility of a man who was never quite famous enough for the industry to follow. He is the one the cameras forgot. He is number 6. His involvement in The Mummy 4 has not been confirmed, and given what happened to Benny in the original, that's either a tragic inevitability or the setup for the franchise's greatest surprise. Fans are asking the question. Nobody is answering it yet. The lead is back. Evelyn's home. The comic relief returned. A villain who saved the world. A warrior still shrouded in mystery. And the man nobody remembered until now. The Mummy 4. October 2027. Who shocked you most? Comment below. Jurassic Park cast right here. Let's go!